For the forehand drive, the backswing should be placed in front of the navel. Just like when receiving a serve, then move parallel to the side. Parallel backward. Then hit the ball. Why can't I lower my forearm? Because I want to hit the ball purely with impact. I need to find a forward driving combined force. You must make sure your arm stays parallel. Otherwise, it will naturally create friction. Now, when looping a topspin ball, watch my forearm carefully when doing a forehand topspin. During the backswing, rotate and drop it down. Not like this. Many people miss the timing. You need to rotate first, then drop it down. So, when we rotate on the forehand side, during the backswing, after the ball comes, rotate first, then drop, not directly drop. If you drop directly, you'll tuck your arm, rotate to the side first, then lower it down, link it together. You'll see it forms an arc. Let me do it slowly. Don't drop directly after the ball comes. Many people feel awkward when looping. Because they can't drop properly, their body isn't coordinated. When I teach kids, I tell them to drop the arm. They think they did. Then I tell them to draw a circle. And finally it drops down. If you drop straight, you'll feel you can't brace against the ball in time. Move parallel to the side and then downward. Not like this. And not like this either. Okay, rotate to the side, driven by the body. The second point is the angle of your forearm. The forearm angle is very important. For drives, it's flat, but not completely. When looping, it's slightly lower. Drive, loop. Drive, loop. Watch my arm carefully. Once you lower your forearm, it naturally forms an arc. And when you retract your arm, the arc naturally appears. So the first reason for a poor loop. Ask yourself, did you lower your arm? During the backswing, your forearm should look like this. If you don't drop it, look at Sun Yingxia and Wang Chuqin's forehand loops. Their forearm angles are all like this. Why are their arcs so good? Their topspin shots always land. Look closely at their forearms. They drop low during the backswing. Many amateurs pull back like this, without actually lowering the arm. When looping, your forearm angle should look like this. A downward slope. You can't pull straight back and think you're looping. Don't pull straight back. And not like this either. The racket head should drop. Forearm down, but don't fully straighten it. Your elbow won't take it. You'll get injured for sure. Watch my forearm. Try it tomorrow. Your loop will naturally have a better arc. Then for the drive. Loop. Drive. Loop. Watch my forearm. Watch the difference. Some people tell me that after the backswing, they can't find the correct contact point. Watch me. Where did I loop those just now? Was it behind my body? Or to the side? Or in front? It's in the front right area. I'm actively hitting forward into the ball. The front right position is our ideal contact point. So should you adjust your movement based on the incoming ball? Or adjust your position? Let's start with the baseline. When I stand close to the table, with only forearm distance, if I rotate my waist, I get jammed. Of course, I get jammed. So if you're standing close to the table, you shouldn't rotate your body too much. Your arm should stay in front. Use the opponent's power. Borrow and add some power. So your arm should be in front, right? You need to borrow force to generate force. If the ball is deeper near the baseline, and you want to hit with power, you need at least 1 meter of distance, so that you can contact at the front right spot. When I rotate, I can merge my power, but if you're standing too close, you can't swing back. You must borrow the power. Otherwise, you'll get jammed. If you contact at your side, you'll miss 50% of the time. Behind you, 80%. Your stroke should match your position. Let's look at a half-long ball. A bit shorter and it becomes a short ball. If the first bounce is here, and I stand close to the table, isn't this still the front right point? So when I'm near the table, I can still use body rotation to attack actively. If I stand mid-distance, about 1 meter away, it's easy to miss and want to hit the ball. I have to reach forward. Then how do you handle that space? If you're standing here, and the first bounce is half long, you need to move. If you don't move forward, you'll lose position. You must observe the opponent's shots and habits. Does he usually go for the baseline? Or the middle of the table? So just look at where the first bounce lands. If you're close to the table, borrow power. If you're mid-distance, you can attack actively. If you're close, and try to hit hard, you'll just get jammed. If the first bounce is around the middle line, and you're close to the table, you'll have time for a full backswing. Your movement must match your body. If your opponent gives you a half-long ball, you must move forward. If the first bounce is near the baseline, and you want to hit hard, you must create enough space for yourself. If you're standing too close, then you must borrow power instead. Otherwise, your choice will be unreasonable. So only by finding the right contact point based on the incoming ball can you make a proper stroke. And if you don't have time to move your feet, you must shorten your backswing. Just make sure the ball lands on the table first.